Next Level Mindset here with another powerful and positive video. There's one thing that they don't tell you about spiritual awakenings is that it can be a physically challenging situation. Your whole physiology will change. You will begin to challenge yourself physically. I know even in my life, as I began to grow spiritually, there were things that I stopped eating. There were things that I started doing, working out, doing physical activities. And you may be watching this right now, and one of those changes in your life is being more active, exercising, getting out into nature. And you will find that those physical changes that you make can make it physically challenging for you as you begin to wake up in the spirit. But that's just a part of the process. And the good thing about this is that there are certain things that we can do to ease that physical strain, right? There are certain things that we can do. I like doing yoga sometimes, just stretching, not really doing a major yoga activity. I really don't know all the dynamics in it, but just stretching, getting out into nature, exercising, eliminating certain things out of my diet. There was a time when I stopped eating red meat, and it wasn't because there's anything wrong with that. Maybe just right for you, but for me, my body just wasn't accepting it the way I used to. So there's physical changes that you will find yourself going through as you experience a spiritual awakening. Different states of those awakenings can be physically challenging to you, but that's just part of the process. And if you're someone who read the ancient texts, in the ancient texts, they would call this ascension symptoms, symptoms of ascending to higher levels in your spirit life. Just physically challenging things that go on in your body, in your physical makeup. We're all physical manifestations of the divine being of God within us, that great I am. We'll talk more about that coming up in a little bit. But yeah, that's one of the things that we find going on in our lives when you begin to experience spiritual awakenings. Certain states of that awakening state can be challenging on your physical being. Sometimes this includes things like energy being drained from you. Sometimes it'll even impact your sleeping patterns, where you'll find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, having visions and different dreams that affect your physical being. So that's just part of the process. But they don't tell you that as you begin to wake up, as you begin to go through certain levels of spiritual awakening, it can be challenging on your physical well-being. And one thing that I learned in my life along my journey is that these physical changes, it's really just the body trying to keep up with the mind, right? We have a mind, body, spirit, the whole interaction of our three-part system of our interaction, three-dimensional being on this earth. Our body's just trying to keep up with the things that are going on in the mental and spiritual realms. And sometimes they can be intense, sometimes they can be mellow and non-dramatic, other times they can be major and really on another level. So keep that in mind as you begin to wake up spiritually. There's nothing wrong with having a spiritual awakening, but they don't tell you that it's going to affect your physical being. It's going to affect your spirituality. It is going to affect your physiology. Also, never look at it as something wrong if you have to consult a physical caregiver. You may have to do some physical therapy. There may be some physical therapy involved. Even things like that is just a part of the growing process. It is a part of the journey. And what I've learned to do in my life is to just be easy with myself, take your time, be patient, be forgiving, and choose to understand. I realize that there are some physical changes that are going to take place in your life. And as long as you understand that and see that, you can move on. You can keep going, and you can continue to grow with your spirituality. And by the way, if this is your first time here or you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay empowered and inspired. We'd love to have you here as a part of the Next Level community. Now, I've got some bonus insights that I want to share on this spirituality, but first I just want to share this with you. If you are enjoying the content on my channel, consider becoming a member. We have a membership in our Buy Me a Coffee site. You can enjoy that behind the scenes, never seen footage. Buy a coffee, take one of my books home with you. Any way you want to do it, there's links in the description for you to do just that. So this first bonus point that I want to share, it really deals with the idea of spiritual awakenings What levels are we on? I talk about that in another video, that we're all on a certain level. We're all on different levels. And something that may be considered a spiritual aspect and a great awakening for one may not be the same for someone else. In my book, Mystic Secrets of the Bible, I talk about how it says in 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, it talks about being servants of a new agreement, that we are not under the agreement of written laws, but of the Spirit. Your spirit is eternal with God because your spirit is God. And I go deeper into that with my book, Mystic Secrets of the Bible. I would love for you to grab a copy of that and take it home with you with the link in the description. And another thing to keep in mind, when we talk about spiritual awakenings, growing in the spirit, we do have that enlightenment. We have that extrasensory perception, but there is a dark side to this situation. And I'll talk more about that in this video right here coming up on the screen. I think that will be a great video for you to watch next. So check that out and enjoy it. Thanks again to my subscribers and returning viewers. I really appreciate you. Hit the like button, share this on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Stay blessed, stay positive, never give up, always stay true. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.